Recording in progress. There you go.
All right, aloha. My name is Monica Manini. I have been a travel agent for 4 years, and I am an in-destination expert for Hawaii. It is a very unique travel destination. So I am meeting today with Wanda. We're just going to go over some beginner type resources to help with qualifying Hawaii and learning a little bit more about our ordinances as far as short-term vacation rentals, as they're very popular here. Okay, so as I was saying, with the short-term vacation rentals on Oahu, that's where I live. So
Hmm.
for Oahu, because it will vary on the different counties, they're able to, um, steer their own ordinances
Hmm.
in
Hmm.
accordance to their island. So
Hmm.
for the island of Hawaii, short-term vacation rentals are confined to the resort areas. The main resort area on Oahu is Waikiki. Then we have Ko'olina, which is in Kapolei, kind of west side of the island. It's a small resort area. Excuse me. And then we have Turtle Bay on the north side. And we have one, it's called, oh, excuse me, Courtyard by Marriott in Laia going
Mm.
towards the North Shore. So our resort, our short-term vacation rentals are restricted to those resort areas. Anything outside of the resort areas, they require a minimum of 30-day stay.
So, okay. So let's say I said, "Oh, I'm gonna go do a vacation rental." You have to be there 30 days or you can't stay. Is that what you're saying? Am I
Correct.
understanding it?
If they
Okay.
want it in a residential area, which is what a lot of people want. And
Hmm.
one of the reasons why Hawaii has this ordinance is we have a huge homelessness problem. And so that's their
Yeah.
effort to add inventory for permanent housing.
Right.
So a lot of these homes were slated for vacation rentals. They're in the communities. People are using them as venues for their parties and their weddings and such. And
Hmm.
so the community stood up and spoke out, and that was what the state's resolution was for that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, so one of the sites that I use, let me exit it. Um, I know that for vacation rentals, we do find some on Expedia Tap because they own Verbo. However, when I researched Verbo one time, I actually came across an illegal rental. And I knew it was an illegal rental because I'm
Hmm.
familiar with the zoning
Right.
areas and what the requirements are. And I did verify that with the short term, I forget what it's called, but it's a enforcement department for short term
Right.
rentals.
Hmm.
And they did verify that it was an illegal rental.
Hmm.
So since then, I do not rely on verbal listings. And Verbo and Airbnb are two platforms that are notorious for non-compliance of that ordinance.
Okay.
And the way that a lot of hosts have been able to get away with it is they provide what seems like the required information, like tax information,
Hmm.
but you know, Airbnb and VRBO are either not double checking them, they're not doing due diligence, or they're accepting whatever information is being provided and publishing those listings. So that's how they end up on
And
these sites.
how do we, let's say we come across that on tap, for instance, how would we know if it's legal, not legal? We don't know, like we don't live
Yeah,
there. We're not part,
yeah,
we have no clue about Hawaii. How
exactly.
would
That's
we, how
how
would we
that's
know?
that's how I
We contact you.
right. That's how I recognized it, because I knew. And but there is a a listing on the county website where you can verify. Now, unfortunately, these platforms don't list an address. So like even when I verified with the enforcement office, I had
Mm-hmm.
to show them, like I had to take a screenshot of what I was looking at and the numbers that I was looking at, and they were like, "Yeah, no, those are not the correct numbers." So that's how I was able to verify.
Mm-hmm.
But I just kind of avoid and I advise people away from using those sites.
Mm-hmm.
A reliable site that I have found that is one of our suppliers. I'll go ahead and share my
Oh,
screen.
it's Go Hawaii.
So one of our suppliers that is for vacation rentals is StayHvn.
Huh. Gonna
And
look at
just to
that.
kind of give you,
Oh, it's on the Travel Leaders Network thing. Okay.
yeah, I'm just gonna pick some random dates and see what it shows me. Um, two.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, Maron.
and the reason why I say this is reliable, when they first uh, were partnered with us and I was on a webinar, I asked that specific question. So they do follow the ordinances
Mm-hmm.
and they
Mm-hmm.
usually do say, I'm trying to see where it says. Let's see if I can click into something. There used to be something that said minimum X amount of night stay required.
It's probably there somewhere. You just have to a lot of reading.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I thought it was in one of these, in like the main page.
That is beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No wonder you live there. How long have you lived there?
14 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Blessing. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't see where it says, but it used to say, and I haven't been on here for a while.
Okay.
Um,
I'll play with it and
okay. All I had to do was scroll down a little bit. I found it.
you were scrolling down a lot. What do you mean a little bit? It wasn't there. Okay.
Okay, so here it says 3 night minimum.
Okay.
Um, I'm looking for one that'll say 30-day minimum. 3 night minimum.
There's 3 nights.
I wonder if I change my dates, if it'll filter. Let's see. Um,
Is August a good time to go there?
um,
I
I
have no,
mean,
like I said, I have no idea about.
it's a year-round destination, but it
Mhm.
is hurricane season
Okay, so
kind of
it does
stuff.
get, okay, that's what I needed to know. All right.
Let's see.
So it's a lot like the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yep.
right. Yeah.
And we do have microclimates too. So even that is going to vary
Hmm.
in different areas of the island. So depending on where
Okay.
you are, either that particular day or that particular time of day, it really does vary.
Okay.
So one thing that I always tell people coming to Hawaii, pack an umbrella, pack a rain jacket.
Hmm.
Um, it doesn't have to be a thick rain jacket, like the kind that keep you warm, but just like a windbreaker rain jacket that's
Hmm.
waterproof, light, that you can pack in your day bag.
Right.
Because the rain can be very unexpected. You
Hmm.
can leave your hotel in the morning and you have your rain jacket packed in your bag and it rains somewhere along the way, then you have it and you don't have to worry about it. But
Hmm.
yeah, it is pretty constant. 7 night, 29 night minimum. So that's a 30-day minimum. So
Right there. Yeah.
29 nights is 30 days. So there you go. So there's one
Hmm.
right there. So that's what I like about this site is it gives
It
you the
tells you.
minimum. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it gives you the minimum number of nights that you can book it for.
Oh, those prices are like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is with these and anywhere when you get a vacation rental, you're not getting that daily, service or housekeeping and all
Hmm.
of that. So
Hmm.
for me, that's a downside because I don't want to deal with that.
Hmm. Hmm.
And we do have condos in the main resort area that people can book
Right.
and
Like I know
they,
Marriott has it.
yeah, and they'll have like full
They have the
kitchens and
condos.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um,
Because I had a friend that would go there every year and she would stay at the Marriott with her friends.
yeah.
Hmm.
Let's see. So the goal, Hawaii, are you registered with that site
With
yet?
travel leaders?
No,
Yes.
the Go Hawaii.
No, I'm not.
Go Hawaii. Okay, so goHawaii.com. I'm
Go
looking for
Hawaii.
it here. Okay. Um, so I will link that in the chat also. Mm, so there we go. I'm gonna put it in the chat. So I'm
And this
already
is your
registered.
go-to.
So I just log in.
Hmm.
And they do have a certification program. They go through all the islands that are open for tourism.
Hmm.
Let
Oh,
me
this is
just go
very cool.
here. Yeah. And so when you complete each island, you get a
Mhm.
badge. And
Oh,
then, yeah, and then there's like one final that combines all of them. And you
okay.
pass that and you get a badge for Hawaiʻi Destination
Oh,
Expert.
that's cool. So up here where it says register, that's where I would sign in. Yes?
Mhm. Yep.
Okay. I just want to make sure that it's
That's-
where
And
I'm
then so
looking
you
at.
go
Yeah,
start your
Agents Go
training
Hawaii.
now and
Perfect.
yep. And they
Cool.
do have other great resources here.
Hmm.
Hawaiian cultural
Mahalo.
information, select an island. And so when you do the training for this, it'll tell you like how to qualify your clients for each island, what each island
Hmm.
has to offer, because they all
Right.
do have something unique that the island doesn't, that the other islands don't have.
Hmm.
So just for example, people always go, oh, I want to do Pearl Harbor. That's a big draw, right?
Hmm.
Um, so the only island that's on is Oahu.
Hmm.
And then the big thing right now is I want to see a volcano. And a lot of people don't realize that there's only one live volcano. There's only one island that has the live volcanoes, and that's
Oh, that's
Hawaii
interesting.
Island. But they don't realize that, so they think they can go to any island and see a
See a
volcano.
volcano.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
gotcha.
it's
Which
only
island
it's
is it?
island of Hawaii.
Okay, so the big island.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so island of Hawaii. Um, Molokai and Lanai, I don't really do much with those. They are on here and they're not really big with
Hmm.
tourism. So they
Right.
don't have the stronger infrastructure
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
handle a larger volume of tourism.
Right.
So it's not going to be a lot that you can find for,
Hmm.
accommodations and stuff like that.
Right.
But it is available. It is open to book, and you can find them on, like our main sites like Vax and Classic Vacations,
Hmm.
Pleasant Holidays and Delta and all of those.
Right.
Let's see, what else was I going to show you?
I like
I can
this.
show you
This is
the
a good sign.
website that I look at. So Honolulu, oops, Honolulu.com. So this is just for Honolulu County, which covers the island of Oahu.
Okay.
Let's see. And they update these constantly, so I always have to kind of search around.
So what do you go here for on this site?
So this site will give you, let me see. This is where I go to find the legal rental list.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, so anytime I can't find something like in the main
Mm-hmm.
tabs, as long
Mm-hmm.
as there's a search tab, you just try a keyword search, and if it's in there, you'll find it. Okay, so here's the short-term rentals, and it explains what it is and what types of
Mm-hmm.
short-term rentals we have.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
an NUC is a non-conforming use certificate, and that's what is required for people to, that's basically their permit saying that,
Okay.
yes, we are a legal vacation rental, that we are allowed to, to have this. Um, and these are all the regulations. So the main one being 22.7. And if you scroll down the page, that's where you check STR eligibility. So, like I said, the thing with this is you can only look it up by address. And unfortunately, the platforms that I see don't usually publish their address. Um, you can always try to reach out to the host and, if they are legitimate, they should not have a problem with providing proof. And I tell people this all the time. If they're
Mm-hmm.
legit, they shouldn't have any problem with providing verification that they are legal.
Okay.
So this is where you see these little yellow marks here on the
Mm-hmm.
map.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the areas where they are allowed. So this is Waikiki over here. I'm thinking this may be Kahala. I don't know if there's a way to zoom in. Let's
That's
see.
so weird looking.
Yeah, so this is all
Great.
Waikiki. This is all gonna be like Ko'olina area and just a small, tiny little bit over here around Kapolei. And this, trying to see if this is Turtle Bay area this is. Sorry, district.
That's so interesting. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, so this shows you the actual boundaries where short-term rentals are legally allowed.
Interesting.
Zoom out. So I zoomed out a lot. Okay. And like I said, if you have the address, you can always just cross-reference
Mm-hmm.
it. Um, and then you can always ask too. So this is right here. This is where you would click if you wanna verify if a rental is legal or illegal. And what I
Mm-hmm.
usually do is, since there's no address, I take a screenshot of the information that's on the ad,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll double check it. And for me, what I tell people because I live here, I live in this community, I care about whether or not I'm following the rules.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm very upfront. And when I have people that want vacation rentals, I let them know about the ordinances and that I will not book an illegal rental. I will do my best to find one for them. But if I cannot verify its legal
Mm-hmm.
status, I will not book it for them. I won't even quote
Mm-hmm.
them for it.
Right.
Um, okay, let's see what else I have. Oops. Okay. Okay, here's a pretty hopeful one. Some of our Hawaii vendors that you don't really find from general searches like through Archer or Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
Share this again. So this is something that I put together a while back. Is it okay? So these are either resorts or brands that are here in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
I will go ahead and share the link. Put that on the chat. And then what you can do is you can save a copy and then you can edit your copy however you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
That way it doesn't change my end over here.
Right.
And I've linked the TA websites. So Prince Resorts is one of our local brands.
I'm gonna guess you're gonna say yes, because I had to request permission
For,
to see
for
what
me.
you sent.
Oh, yeah, yes. I'll get to that after I jump
Yeah,
out of
later.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. You could always email it to me too.
Okay. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, we only have a few minutes left, but
Yeah.
so this is what this particular site looks like. It is a couple of hotels within Hawaii.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if I go to select
Like this.
property, it'll show the different ones. So this
Oh,
is,
very nice.
yeah,
That's
so
the one you
this
were
is
talking
here on
about.
Oahu.
Mm-hmm.
And this you can book directly on their site
Oh,
and
great.
you can they offer rewards and all of that.
Okay. Okay. This is good to know. So this was immediately your niche when you began, or
Um, Not necessarily, but I mean, yeah, I live here, so I was
know it?
already acclimated to the destination and
Yeah.
I have learned about, more about like the short-term rentals and all of that because a lot of that was kind of came about or updated over the years pre and post COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when we had a break from tourism.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, But yeah, that's basically, just kind of the gist to kind of get you started. Um, what I'm planning on doing is maybe at a later time when I can put it together as a more
Okay.
structured, like comprehensive
Mm-hmm.
series and show people a lot more resources that I have. But
This
um,
is great, though.
yeah, yeah, and these are resources,
It's
like I
so
said,
helpful.
yeah, you're not gonna see these resources on a webinar with a
Mhm.
supplier or anything like that. They don't usually show you stuff like
And then, like I was looking at those prices, those are just for the rental Airbnbs type VRBO